Hello, good morning. Welcome back. My name is Mohammad Asim. Today we will cover how to create Elastic IP. Okay, and we will see what steps required in order to create one Elastic IP, that is a static IP, to your EC2 instance, and how you can assign it, uh, associate and disassociate to your optional servers. Okay, so this is our one existing server, which is a test server, right? If you check the details over here, while creating the EC2 instance, there is a one default IP address is assigned, right? This is a public IP address, IPv4 address is assigned, right? So here, if you check it here, there is no Elastic IP, that is static IP is not assigned to this to this EC2 instance, right? Assume that this EC2 instance is converted into one server. Let's say, for example, it's a front-end server, right? So in case you may require to reboot this instance, right, for XYZ reason, or you or for a purpose you need to upgrade this instance. So what you will do is, the first step, you're going to stop this instance, then you're going to upgrade your instance from T2 micro to, for example, T2 medium, right? So then afterwards you're going to start this instance. At that time, what happens? So your new IP address is assigned to this, right? And the next step is that you are going to use this IP address to provide your domain, right? In the DNS you are going to add this public IP, right? In this case, whenever you're going to reboot your instance, you're going to get new public IP from AWS, right? So they are going to provide you one, whatever they have in their quota, they will provide you one new IP with their uh, with their uh, with their control. Okay, so in order to avoid this issue, upgrading, always getting new public IP, it will create you SSH access problem. Always you have to provide new IP, you have to provide DNS entry records, you have to update your, for example, if your domain is asim.com, you have to go and you have to add a new public address, right? Always. To overcome this issue, AWS has added AWS and all the cloud providers, they have added one static IP concept. Okay, so how do you assign this static IP over here? Okay, if you check here, yeah, we don't have any static IP. Okay, so what we will do is, first step, if you go here in the down, you will find one static IP. Okay, if you click it over here, so it will show you that you don't have any Elastic IP available in your account. That is, my region is Mumbai, and you cannot allocate that. First, what we have to get, you have to get one new Elastic IP. So what I will do it, I will request AWS to provide me one Elastic IP. Okay, so we are going with IPv4, right? We'll keep default because we require global static IP address. If you want to add any tag, right, for environment, I will add it as uh, dev, right? So you can add is any customized tag so that you can remember. If you click it here, then you'll be prompted that one new Elastic IP address allocated successfully, right? But the thing is that we have one Elastic IP in your account, but you have not assigned yet to your EC2 instance, right? So what we will do it, uh, okay, so we have one Elastic IP in your account. So the next step, what I will do, I will take action. Then I will say I want to associate this Elastic IP to my EC2 instance. Here is a drop down which you have to click it over here. You will find all the drop down your existing EC2 instances which were available in your account. Okay, so I know this is a test server which I have created. The name, with the name we have added, just to know that this for the reference we have to attach it, right? Just click it over here, then IP address, private IP address of that, and click associate. Okay, the prompt will be there. There is a one prompt out is that Elastic IP address has been associated with your instance, right? So now if you check it over here, you will see that this already assigned associated with one ID, right? This is the instance ID of our EC2 instance. So if you check it over here, D1E35, if you go back to over here, then this is the one this is the one EC2 instance ID. Okay, just we will check that is our Elastic IP has been allotted. Okay, if you scroll down, you are seeing that new Elastic IP is assigned to this. Okay, and now the second step, this 1320 here also, if you check, that has also has been updated. Now the thing is that whenever you reboot your instance, you will not going to get new IP. This will be the reserved for your use case. Okay, only it will be okay. If you reboot over here, so reboot, then let me just refresh. Okay, see, you got you have only the existing Elastic IP associated with your server. Okay, this is use case one. The second use case is that you can even change your Elastic IP. Okay, disassociate with this Elastic IP and assign to another EC2 instance. Okay, for example, for use case, let's say that this Elastic IP is associated with this, right? So the second thing what we can do it, just we will go, we will disassociate this Elastic IP, right? Then we will click over here, then we will go, we will associate, we will check drop down. In our case, if we have two EC2 instance, from this drop down we can select another EC2 instance and we can choose the same. For example, this is the use case that I'm using because we have only one instance available in our account. In the use case, we are assuming that this is a second account, right? So second EC2 instance, so just click over here and associate. So this is how you can from EC2 instance you can remove and you can allocate to another EC2 instance also. So just to serve that, let's say for example this EC2 instance was serving my server, right, web server, okay, and it was added into my DNS server. In this entry was added into my DNS records to serving my domain asim.com, right? And what happened in another instance, I have updated my code, right, the new version of my web server, new website, right? Then in that case what I will do it, just I will remove this existing Elastic IP which I have allocated to EC2 instance 1 and we will allocate to EC2 instance 2. Okay, this is a concept also you can use case. There's a multiple use case. Okay, this is how you can allocate and how you're going to disallocate, in the sense this AWS will charge you if you're using EC2 instance and you are not associate with your EC2 running instance. Okay, the EC2 instance should be running also, or else they will charge you double of it. Okay, so in this case what happened, whenever you don't want to keep your Elastic IP, in our use case we already allotted one Elastic IP, our testing also is done, we have already covered. So in this case what we will do it, we will go and we will first this what we will do it, we will try to release this. So there will be one prompt that there will be one prompt so we have been associated with this. Okay, so now the thing is I want to release this EC2 instance. So there is a one error showing you cannot be released with associate IP. That means this Elastic IP is associated with the EC2 instance, right? So first step what we have to do it, you have to click here. First you have to disassociate this Elastic IP from this EC2 instance ID. Okay, just click disassociate. Then what happen, you just click over here, then you say release this Elastic IP to AWS quota. Okay, just click over here. Now Elastic IP is released. So now this Elastic IP can be assigned to any XYZ users. Okay, this we don't have in our account. If you want something just you want to keep in your account, then you just dissociate and keep it over here if you want for the future reference. But there is a one building criteria is it that you have to bear about that. Okay, thank you very much. Don't forget to share, delete your EC2 instance after testing this. Okay, let me terminate this instance. Okay, thank you very much.